Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you some worked examples about angles in parallel lines. Last time we have learned three types of angles in parallel lines, right? The corresponding angles, the alternate angles, and the interior angles. Now, for example 1 is a simple question that I want you to notice these two angles are actually corresponding angles. So in our working steps, it's the best for you to write the name of angles with the proper reference. But then sometimes if it's not so convenient, you can just write down the value of angle. So for the first step, we have x plus 33 degrees equals 2x minus 43 degrees. Why? Because corresponding angles under AB parallel CD. And then we find the result by moving terms. We move the x to the right and move the negative 43 to the left. That is 33 plus 43, that is 76. And so x is 76 degrees. Okay? So one reminder that the first line is very, very important, that to show to the reader that what is going on. Okay? Example 2. Example 2, you are given two angles. One is 128 degrees, one is x. And you should notice that these two angles are not corresponding angles, alternate angles, nor interior angles. Okay, so you need to do at least with two geometric references. Okay, and it can be done in more than one way. So I'm going to demonstrate to you two ways. Number one, method 1. You can consider a corresponding angles to 128 degrees or even x. So for the first method, I would aim to call this angle, you can name this angle angle DFE, right? So I will use angle DFE is 128. Why? Because we have corresponding angles with AB parallel CD, and the x together with this angle DFE is 180 degrees. Why? Because adjacent angles on straight line, and thus you know is x plus 128 degrees equals 180 degrees, and finally x is 52 degrees. And some of you may think in this way, so I provide to you a second method. A second method is that when you consider this angle, this yellow angle, the yellow angle is equal to 128, right? And the yellow angle and x are a pair of interior angles. So we can start in this way. We have angle AEF equals 128 degrees with the reference vertically opposite angles. And this angle AEF together with x is 180 degrees with reference interior angles under AB parallel CD, and thus you will get the same answer, that x is 52 degrees. Okay, so for one question, it can be done in multiple ways. So you can also think about to use other ways instead of just the first way you think of. Okay. Number three is a question like this. There's a pair of parallel lines and QST is a straight line. Make sure that whenever the question given to you, then you should consider those pieces of information. Okay. First of all, do you notice that I use one color to draw 3 line segments? It's the Z shape, right? Can you see that? Or an N shape. And if it is used by 2 parallel lines, the letter is formed by using 2 parallel lines, then the angles of the turning points are the same. So you may think of these 2 angles are equal. And also, you are given a straight line, you should know that these 3 angles would give you 180 degrees when you add them up. But there are 2 unknowns here for the straight line, so we start with the N shape or the Z shape. So as long as you can write the name of the angles, you need to write the names. So we have angle PSR plus angle QPS. No, they should be equal. Angle PSR is equal to angle QPS. The reference is alternate angles under QP parallel to SR. Here, I would like to remind you one small thing, that most of the time we write the parallel sides along the direction of the arrows. So if you write QP, then you need to write SR here. And of course, you can also write PQ, but just follow the direction of the arrow. We usually write QP. If you write PQ, then you should write RS, but then this is not too suggested. You should write QP is parallel to SR. Okay, and so here we have M is 63 degrees. Okay, and we have angle PSQ together with PSR and RST. The sum is 180 degrees. With reference, adjacent angles on straight line. And replace with 81 degrees, M and N. Then you will know is 81 plus 63 degrees plus N is 180 degrees. So you can find N by 144, that is 36. Okay. Last example. Note that there's a pair of parallel lines. I also draw the Z shape with one color. So you need to note that 71 degrees is the same as the sum of M and N. And also consider that there is a triangle here. You can consider the angle sum of triangle. Okay, so let's get started. We need to start with the triangle because there's only one unknown M. So we have angle RQT together with angle QRT and angle QTR. The sum is 180 degrees. With reference, angle sum of triangle. And then RQT is 78, QRT is M and 60, So we can find M. Here's 138, so 42 here. So M is 42. Now, for N, we know that angle QRS is actually angle PQR with reference alternate angles PQ parallel RS. Okay? And for this angle QRS, it is formed by two smaller angles. So we separate them by writing angle QRT plus angle SRT. And PQR is 71 degrees. Now QRT is M, and M is 42 degrees, and SRT is N. So with M plus N is 71, and 42 degrees plus N is 71 degrees. So finally we will have N is equal to 29 degrees. Okay, so this is the examples that I would like to demonstrate to you. Make sure that you understand the fact that writing the first line correctly with correct references are more important than simple calculation with correct results. Okay, thanks for watching.